Won by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Jason Tatum tips it. They've recovered it. Here's Irving into the front court. Just getting started. Strapped in for a good one here in Game 7. Gets a look. Can't hit.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Marcus Morris. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving. Bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know, just like I know, you're not getting back on D.
Eric Bledsoe, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Irving into the front court. Down 4. To Horford. Over to the right side. Tatum. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Irving with the basketball. Down 6. To Horford. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Marcus Smart at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Free throw is good to cap off the 3-point play. And the lead is down to 3. Milwaukee with the basketball. Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Kyrie across the timeline. Down 5. Has a look. Not going down for him this time.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Giannis for 2 with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Into the front court, it's Irving. They trail by 7. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Irving. To Marcus Smart. Boston with 4 to shoot. Irving. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
To Irving. Giannis Antetokounmpo snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Antetokounmpo. Middleton. That's no good. Here's Irving into the front court. His team down 9. To Marcus Smart. To Marcus Morris. For three. Contested shot. Marcus Morris can't hit.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Here comes the screen. Short jump followed up. Brook Lopez with the slam.
You see, Ed, that's the advantage of growing up playing with and against a twin. A lot of fights, a lot of physicality, and controlling the glass is everything.
What's up?
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Irving to Hayward. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Hayward unable to connect. Giannis with it up top. It's an 11-point game. Off the penetration, almost, but no good.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort.
To Hayward. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Nope, first one does not go. Misses the second as well. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Hayward. The Bucks clear the rebound. Tight space with the crossover. Deep three at the buzzer. Pau Gasol is going to get a chance at three here. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First try at the line, no good. Second and three, got it. Shot no good. Makes just 1 of 3 on that trip. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7. We're back with more after this. You're watching the Eastern Conference Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Celtics have it.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
To Jaylen Brown. Sizing up the defense. To Hayward. Lets it fly from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
DiVincenzo to Hill. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Can't connect.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Hayward to Rozier. Trying to cash in. Rozier, shot no good. Hill into the front court. The lead stands at 9. To DiVincenzo. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. He'll run the offense. To Jaylen Brown. The jumper's off the mark. And Boston has the rebound. Ball's controlled by Boston. To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Hayward with a shot, no good. To George Hill. From long range, and knocks it down. Jay, for the defender, tough to gamble once the ball's behind the arc.
I love watching these coaches' moments. The coach was literally saying, no, 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 yes, yes, yes. That's how you make coaches look like masterminds.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. To Hayward. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcus Smart. George Hill. It was right there. To Hayward. To Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Connaughton shot, no good. To Marcus Smart. Gets it in the right corner. Hayward. Off the iron. No good. Slam dunk. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Hayward. Bucks at the controls. Curling inside. Goes to the right side. To Gasol. Rebound taken by Baines. To Jaylen Brown. Baseline drive. Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Shot won't go. To to Jaylen Brown. Shot from the lane won't go. From the painted area, won't go down. Bledsoe with the basketball. Up a dozen. To Gasol. Bledsoe slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Late heave to beat the buzzer. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucks have built a comfortable lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Celtics have yet to appear after one half of basketball. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Field goals.
The Boston Celtics weren't efficient with their shooting, and therefore they weren't effective with their offense. Their field goal percentage is lacking, and it's probably the biggest reason for their first half deficit. Most of their bricks were laid in the opening quarter.
Player of the half. Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Kyrie with the rock. Short jumper won't go down. Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Horford to Irving. Boston with 4 to shoot. 24-second violation. Bledsoe. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Brook Lopez. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Irving into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Bledsoe with it up top. Looking to make something happen to Lopez. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Horford. To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Gets to the basket and scores.
That's what I'm talking about. Put the ball in the bucket.
Giannis with it up top. The advantage is 13 points. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Celtics have it. To Horford. There it is, Al Horford. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. To Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Fires the three. They need something to go down. It's no good. Rozier into the front court. His guys down 11. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before keep knocking him off balance.
Deep left corner, Rozier. And the rebound corralled by Lopez. Giannis in control of the basketball. His team on top by 13. Middleton to Antetokounmpo. Passed it off. You've got to get that one to go. To Horford. There it is, Al Horford. He struggled just a little bit, 2 for 5.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Bledsoe to Gasol. Can't connect from inside. Rozier with it. Trailing by 11. Tatum. And he buries it.
And as a defender, you're very reluctant to challenge the shot because if you impede his space for where he lands, that's going to be an easy foul.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Too much contact, and free throws coming.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Knocks down the first. Two for 2 on that trip. Across the timeline, it's Rozier. His guys trail by 10. Defense making the ball handler work. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line. Aaron Baines, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second as well. Bucks basketball. Bledsoe. Here comes the screen. 5 on the shot clock for Milwaukee. 4-3. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Has a look. Oh, wasn't sure if he'd even shoot it. Yet it goes down. That misses with a second to go. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Bucks in front. The Bucks to inbound to start this final quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2. Jumper's good. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Middleton smothering D.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And he buries it.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
The Bucks at the controls. DiVincenzo. To Lopez. Probing the defense. Brook Lopez. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Irving with the basketball. The deficit is 6. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
To DiVincenzo. That's rebounded by Kyrie. Rozier into the front court. Down 6. Brook Lopez with a piece. Now a steal by Milwaukee. Great feed. Sets it up. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Dante DiVincenzo has got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Boston with the basketball. Takes stock of the floor. Kyrie, yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw good to finish off the 3-point play. It's back to a 5-point game. Bledsoe with it up top. He'll run the offense. It's rebounded by the Celtics. To Irving. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's how you defend.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Here's Lopez, down low, leaving no doubt, slams it down.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
Irving brings the ball up court. Probing the defense. Kyrie Irving, 4 out of 10.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Bledsoe with the basketball. Leads 5. Flushes it home. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with 1 remaining.
And this is where I get a chance to see if coaches can change it up. Maybe let one of your players lead the timeout so your team can hear a different voice to keep everybody engaged. Maybe like the Warriors did with Andre Iguodala.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Irving to Hayward. Short jumper won't fall.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Antetokounmpo to Bledsoe. Greek Freak for 2. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Kyrie across the timeline. The margin standing now at 7. To Hayward. Has a chance. Gordon Hayward. That's how it's done. He's 3 for 7.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Eric Bledsoe trying to cash in on a 3-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. Unable to connect on the free throw. Into the front court, it's Irving. Right now, down 7. To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Irving. Bucks at the controls. Surveys the floor. Curling inside. Drives, but a shot won't go down.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game. Eric Bledsoe at the line for 2 shots. He's struggled so far. Misses the first. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Timeout Boston. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. Irving. And draws the foul.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Now an intentional foul, and they get it with 9 seconds remaining.
Too close to call right now. We're in clock management mode. That was a good play.
And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Deep three at the buzzer. The Bucks claim victory. They stand alone atop the Eastern Conference on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen.
The Bucks have every reason to celebrate right now, but they know their job isn't done till they've made friends with that Larry O'Brien trophy. They'll be representing the East on their way to that goal. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Celtics were eliminated from the playoffs today, and I'm sure there are no words that can make them feel better right now. Making the playoffs can be considered a success, but that's probably not what they want to hear right now. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Brook Lopez put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in his zone, he just took it to another level. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.